Girl, you the damn, and she love me when I'm in it, and she never be pretending, nothing is real. She gon' tell you what she bought it, cause she know you can't afford it. Know you can get it, looking exquisite, no competition, stay on the pivot. Who be watching, they be plotting, she so motherfucking independent. Mama be big, got on her grind, she had to get out her mama house. Daddy be tripping, now she be whipping, ain't no more.
Right? Touch your face.
Well, it's so good to meet you again. It's been a while. I know you don't remember meeting me for the first time, but I worked with you on Who's the Man as well as Strapped. Wait, I don't want to say Strapped, not Who's the Man and oh crap, I forgot the other one. But needless to say, you were so much fun. You were really good at because there was a lot of kids working that day on set, and you were just like giving us all this advice, and I was so nervous. And so this is an honor to get that second chance, and now going to ask you all the questions that I want. Well,
Oh,
within
well,
time.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Is everything okay? You can hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you perfectly. I'll just make sure everybody else can hear you fine, and I'm sure they can. I'll let you know if they can't. But so, what? How did you get your start? Like, what made you decide to get into the rap game? Starting off, let's start there.
Okay, so what made me, I never knew I wanted to be a rapper. I always wanted to go to school to be a journalist or a psychologist. And I thought I was going to I was going to go to Grambling University. I thought I was going to pledge and join a fraternity. I thought, I had no idea that I would be in entertainment. But
Right.
praise God,
Yeah. Okay. So, what made you take that path? But how did that even start?
I was an entertainer. I was in proficiency in English programs. I was in everything you can think of in school. I was doing it. I was at drill teams, cheerleading. I was a team leader. So when rap came out, I loved it. And so I created a rap group, and we just started rapping and performing. And, next thing you know, we started winning, and, the buzz was there. And lo and behold, I became known around town, like that's YoYo, and people wanted to battle me. And the girls, the streets was getting fancy. Girls wanted all this other stuff, and still here I was, battling, don't bust it.
Oh wow, I love that. So and you're also doing a school now as well. I watched the reality show, so I saw that you're like also helping other women become great rappers as well. Like I love that about you that you're not only keeping all that skill to yourself, you're helping others. And even your Wednesday nights that you're doing now live, you're doing
Oh,
so much. Like how do you have the time for everything you're doing?
well, I have the time now because
Right.
of course, I'm at home, and I'm grateful for the time because it really
Mhm.
gives me, time to refocus, rethink, rejuvenate, as they say, purge. But I used to do radio. Well, I still do radio. I was
Right.
working at K-Day here in Los Angeles at the time, and parents were calling me up saying, "Hey, yo, my kid raps, my kid sings." This was what 2009, I want to say. 2009, my
Okay.
kid raps, my kid sings, my kid wants to learn how to make beats. Can you
Yeah.
help us? And so I was like, wow, my daughters had went to, dance class, jazz. There really wasn't, I mean, they took hip hop dance, but there really wasn't a place, for hip hop. And then there wasn't a lot of quality hip hop classes where they learned, as a child, top notch hip hop.
Right. And
So
also, like, being women-led as well, I think it's good because 'cause you're helping women. Because I don't know, my daughter's into STEM stuff, and I noticed with a lot of the classes, her being one of the few girls, sometimes she would get overlooked because the boys would just be more obvious and just, you know. But
yeah,
with you being a woman doing it, like, it's also I feel like the women in your classes will get a
but
better
it's women,
education from you
it's
too.
women and men, it's young
Yeah.
boys. I mean, and that's what made it. That's what gave me, um, made me turn it into an art academics program,
Mm.
because one day the director came down and he said, "Yo, how did you get so many young black men to join your program from the
Yeah.
ages of like 11 to 17?" He said, "We have free summer programs, with a lot of beneficial things for the urban community, but we can't get the black men young black men to give us their summers. What are you doing? And I said,
Yeah.
really? And he said, yeah, yo, they're writing at a third grade level. He said, they're dropping out of
Mm.
schools. He said, the rate, a lot of them are moving out and to the valley, all this stuff. I said, really? So I went and did my own research, and I'm just like, wow, here comes another Intelligent Black Women's Coalition moment. So I was just
Yeah.
like, really? So I did some research, and I was like, wow. And then I started paying attention. I started doing work in the schools, working with football players. Well, then I spoke with my professor, Dr. Yasin, out of Bergen Community College in New Jersey, where I went to school to get my associate's degree. And I told him the situation. He said, yo, that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. So he helped me create a curriculum along with Ernie Smith. Hold on,
Uh,
Sneaky. Ernie Smith, who
aw.
wrote the journal on Ebonics. He gave me a
Oh,
lot of
wow.
literature and a lot of stuff. And, he sat me down and talked to me for hours. And so we kind of combine that. Now, kids who wants to make beats are learning engineers. So the STEM, we were ahead of the program before STEM and STEAM.
Yeah. No, I love this. Wow. That I had no idea how. I mean, I knew you were doing the hip hop school, but I thought it was just learning how to rap. And of course, with rapping, you still have to learn how to flow and poetry and all of that kind of stuff.
And
But
that's
to
where
know
the
it's an yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
to cut you off. That's
No,
where the
you're
Black
fine.
College Expo came in. I contacted my friend Teresa Price, Dr. Teresa Price, and told her like, yo, I need your help,
Mm.
blah blah blah. And one day she saw my program. She said, you have to do this on the road. I was already the
Yeah.
ambassador for the Black College Expo, rallying for kids and
Oh, wow.
education, and all of this stuff. But so for the last, I want to say for the last 9 years, I've been doing the How to Get A's in English through hip hop with Yo-Yo.
Okay, I need that myself.
Oh
I
wait,
moved to
what's
it
so
like
good?
no, I'm gonna go ahead and confess something. So I moved to America when I was like 12,
Uh huh.
13,
Uh huh.
and they put me in ESL when I first got here because I lived in Germany, Turkey, and Holland. My mom was in the Air Force, and like because I moved around so much with my father being in the movie business, I went to 26 different schools. So there's a lot of
Wow.
gaps in my education, and grammar is one of those things where
Wow.
I'm like, I'm 44 now. Like, what, but helping my daughter, I feel like there's that limit. But
Oh.
I love hip hop. So if there's a way, are you
Oh
doing
yeah.
this any virtually? Because I'm gonna
Yes.
need your
Well, you
class.
know what? We
Yeah.
really are. We are doing the How to Get A's in English through hip hop. I think it's next Friday through the
Mm,
Black College Expo virtual
okay.
live uh,
I'll have to get the links and
setup that they
everything
have.
from MJ or from one
Yeah,
your
yeah,
people,
yeah, yes, please.
because I definitely
Oh,
will
please
promote the heck
do.
out of that. Because so many parents, I mean, I don't know if your daughters are dealing with this as well, but now we're like put in the like I now I'm in charge of my daughter's education. I'm like, whoa, things could go bad really quickly because it's not like I have access to tutors and so on. Because I mean, I guess I could do it virtually,
Yeah,
but
yeah, and what's so good about it for me
mhm.
is it really does. My mom just pulled up. I hope she doesn't come in ratty like, oh, I have a party. Hold on, mom, I'm doing an
Oh
interview.
no, look, bring mom
Yeah,
Boots
bring
in.
bring.
Look, let's
I'm doing
find
the
out. Like,
interview
let's get
live,
where Yo
mom.
Yo comes from. Oh, I love
Right, right,
it.
right, right,
It's a
right.
family show.
Let me make sure.
Oh, I love it. While you're doing it, I'm just going to say hello to everybody that has made a comment. Hey, Breed Beats. I'm going to be playing your music next week. And then up, Alex Workaholic Humble. I think that's your
Hey,
dude. Yeah, he's in there. So he'll send me the links I know for sure about your all the different things you're doing. But I just feel for so many moms right now that have to be in charge of not only working from home and now they have to educate as well as still be a short order cook and all the other stuff that's already on their plate.
and it's hard.
It
It's
is.
not easy. One thing
Mm-mm.
I've learned since I've been home, mom, Tiffany, I'm doing an interview live, so be careful. I'm doing an interview, but come on in.
Oh, I love it. So I
Oh,
take
we
it
get
you
to go
guys aren't
from.
socially distancing from your mom. Can't keep her away. I love that.
Oh, right, right, right. We quarantining.
No, look, my mom, I haven't seen her since March. She's not playing around, but she's a breast cancer survivor, so she takes her health on a
Yes.
whole new level.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me let my
No,
mom.
you're fine. I'm gonna go through some of your biography a little bit, let people know. So she's not only a rapper, but she has worked as an actress for a very long time. She's worked on Boys in the Hood, Martin. I worked with you on Who's the Man. You were playing a DJ
Yes.
on that. That's what it was. And I mean, your personality, you're just like who you are right now. Like you're always just so bubbly and nice. Like you were saying earlier that you've learned from being in quarantine about more about yourself. What kind of things have you learned about yourself about since being quarantined?
Wait, look at my mom. Wait,
Okay,
look
definitely.
at my mom. Don't take nothing off. Look at my mom. Look at my
Oh, did
mom.
she come in a hazmat
I'm going to
suit?
be careful. Look,
I cannot wait to see. Yeah,
look at
her
my
energy
mom.
is dope.
Just say hi, mom. Just say hi. Look at my mom. Just say hi. Look.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, look, with the Raiders going on. Oh, I love it. Hi, Mom. Hi,
Hi,
Mom
baby. How
Whitaker.
you doing?
I'm doing good. You look great. Look, she came prepared. She was like,
Hey,
I'm social
baby.
distancing in fashion. Oh
Oh
my God.
God. All
I love
right. Thank you. Sorry
your mom.
about that. All right. So here's
No,
something I've
she didn't come with
learned.
the Raiders mask on, though.
Talk about Raiders in the house.
Right? Look, Bay Area. Sorry, my husband's
So,
from the Bay.
so some things I've learned from being quarantined is, um, I mean, for have to stay home, I've learned that sometimes my family really, sometimes I really put my work first. I've
Mm,
learned that, because just having to come back in and get everything under control. And, now that my daughter's looking at me like I run this, like you're
yeah,
always
yeah.
gone, but she's not
All
saying it.
right.
But it's almost like, now I'm like, hey, 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 trying to get some order. And it's almost like, wow, I really don't stop. I really haven't stopped. So I've learned that. I've
Mm.
also learned that I'm a tad bit of a hoarder.
So are you purging a little any since you're
I
stuck
am
home now?
purging. I'm like, oh my
Oh
God.
wait, so where are you gonna send all your clothes at so the people know
Right.
what
Listen,
Goodwill to hunt down?
I am definitely going to go online and sell some of my stuff. But one thing
Okay.
I know what I
I'm gonna
don't
need that link too.
I do not want another pen. I do not want another T-shirt. I do not want any more memorabilia. Please don't give me another card. I try to keep up with this stuff so much that
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I know I look at everything everywhere I go. Excuse me, guys. I need a I'm sorry, Mom. Take care here. So yeah, that's what I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm learning
No,
that, and I'm learning that, I really, that you do have to take time with the family. I mean, just this time, um, I mean, just to really let go. I really, at first, the first 2 weeks, I was starting to get nervous, like butterflies in my stomach and just
yeah.
worrying so much. And I just was like, you know what, God, I trust you. I've been here before. I've been in a situation where it wasn't because the world was shut down. It was because my life was shut down. It was
Mhm.
because nothing was going right now. It was because I didn't have any work. It was because I didn't have any money. I had to sit still. I had to prioritize and make things the way it needed to be. So,
Right.
um, I just had to remember, like, okay, like, because I'm thinking as an entertainer, I can't go to the end of the year like this,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Yeah.
I think
So,
that's why so many people are doing lives because I'm the same way. I was like, I'm an extrovert. I need to be able to talk to people on a regular basis. So I started my live just with that same reason. And I think with all the DJs doing that and you even doing your West Coast Wednesdays, it's
oh,
given us a way to
I'm
connect
sorry, you
with
guys. I'm doing
people.
an interview, you guys. I'm sorry. My auntie's
No,
like, the
that's all
dog
right.
is
Family
busy.
first. I get it. Look, they're like, nah, mama, we got you home. We're gonna talk to you 24/7. So how do you balance it all with, I mean, with doing your Wednesday nights and your other, and now you're gonna also be doing your virtual school as well. Have you figured out how to manage it all or any advice for all
Yeah,
of us other people that how
it's
to do that?
it's easy. I like, because I realized that, hey, Cynthia, be quiet. I realized that I needed to prioritize my life. So I'm organizing myself. So it's easy to do because I do a lot anyway. I
Yeah.
think more now it's more, I feel like because I'm able to take care of my body from the inside. Now I'm, eating my salads. I'm prepping my salads.
Yep, gotta
You know,
get that
just doing all
immunity
those
up.
good things when it comes to health and all of that stuff. And, you know, I really don't have any time to do anything else besides the work. So I made myself a schedule. That's what I did. That's why I
Okay.
organized. I made myself a schedule. So as soon as I get up, I do my jumping jacks. I do 100 jumping jacks.
Oh,
And
wow.
then I go downstairs. I get myself together. I come back in the kitchen. I make me my shake. I already prepped all my shakes. All my shakes are already in their little bags. I've cut up everything. I put it
See?
in the bag. So I
Yeah.
mean, my day is. So I just and I spaced in there for the stuff that I wanted to do. Home time, family time. I have family time on there. So I have it all lined up. Work time and Alex already slides and everything else.
Nice. Now, so was there any projects that we were getting ready to come out that you can kind of give us hints that are coming soon? Because I have your song. I was playing it actually part of the intro with Out of Control, which
Yes,
I love that song because girls do not want, I mean, you're even like back in the day when you first started on the scene, like you were very much like pro women. We don't need to be messing with scrubs before that song came out. Like you were already saying things like that and you're saying it again. And I think it's very important because there's so many songs that are so derogatory towards women. So I just want to know, is there more coming our way?
you
Because
know.
we're hungry for it.
I know. And you know what? Yes. Not I mean there is more coming from me, but my goal is the goal of our team. The goal of
Mm,
our team is to I am the front runner right now, but what we're doing is just paving the way and behind me or beside me or however you want to look at it
yeah,
metaphorically is young talent. And that's just
that's
what I wanted to do. It's my first time ever doing anything independently. I mean, I know I said total control. I wanted control, still didn't have it. This right here is really control. So as a major baby, I called myself,
mhm,
being raised by the industry where I had regional reps that did everything for me. I had managers, everybody did everything.
right.
This time, with me being my own guinea pig, so that I don't have to disappoint anybody. I can, if things don't go right or the doors don't open, nobody's really. I have to walk. It's almost like I have to walk this walk in order to bring talent, in.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'd never do that before. And people would say, "Well, why don't you produce someone, or why don't you bring someone else out?" To be totally honest, you would be depending on someone to really run that for you if you don't know the walk by yourself. And being an artist is different from running a company.
That's right. I mean, it's a lot to it. That's why so many artists end up getting, how do I put it nicely? I don't want to say the word that's
Screwed.
coming to my mind. Yeah. I was
No,
gonna say shafted, but same, like there's so many musicians that they get their bankruptcy and so on because they're making a penny off of every song as opposed to a music business is making millions off of them.
exactly. So, and,
And
and,
so
and
being
and
independent is
this
key to
walk
it.
has been one thing I can say. The reason why I'm so proud of this radio tour that I've been doing for the last 3 weeks is,
Hmm.
you know, it's really given me the opportunity to fall in love with it all over again. It's almost a great way to reintroduce myself. And I remember I had a conversation with God, and when I was asking him more, and and praying and fasting and doing all those things, he told me he was going to give my name a new meaning. And
Mm,
and so for me, it that's what it is for me. I've grown a lot. I'm able to stand in who I am. I think this walk with me, doing it on my own and learning how to, is different from the yo-yo that you guys saw, and not so much as in personality, but as far as, hey, listen, I could have given up long time ago. And had I not had faith and belief and the willpower or the power of yes. If I didn't have the willpower to say yes and walk into some doors that I never thought I'd walk in again, I would never. You guys don't want any chicken? I made some chicken. What are you guys doing?
Look, I'll take it.
Okay, Auntie. Okay, I'm almost done. You got to go right this second. Yeah, I gotta go take my car back. Oh, you want to say hi to my aunt? This is my aunt, Auntie.
Oh,
6 feet distance. Hi.
hi,
Can they see your
beautiful.
face? How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice
I'm
to meet you.
Camille.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my aunt
Your
that
entire family
she
is
took me to meet.
beautiful.
She took me to meet Hal Davis.
Hal Davis and Motown recording. I used to do some backup singing for him.
And when I was what? How old was I?
Oh, you had to be like You were young. You were in junior high school.
She took me to meet him.
Wow.
She was in junior high
Wow.
school. Yeah.
See,
He,
that's one of my questions I always ask if you're related to someone famous, but your aunt was a backup singer for, of course.
yes.
Wow, it runs in the family. And she's so beautiful. Her cheekbones.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
she's a
Thank you
singer.
so
She
much.
sings as well. So we have
Oh,
my mother's
so
in
has she sung
music.
on any of your songs?
I'm singing for the Lord now.
Oh, well, I can't say I don't blame you on that.
Well,
There's no
you can
higher one
still
to
sing.
sing
You
for.
can still make an album.
I still do. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can
Are you
still
going to be
do.
on any of Yo-Yo's albums?
Whenever she brings me on, I'm ready.
Oh, here we go. A family album. I love it.
Out of control.
Yeah.
Look, we got it on tape and exclusive.
Whenever she brings me on, I'm ready to go. I still have the voice and I'm ready, whatever she needs.
Oh, that's awesome to have such great family
Okay,
support.
you have 2 more minutes, Auntie. And
Okay.
then
Uh-oh.
Okay. Go ahead
I'm
with
almost
your
Okay.
done.
review.
Okay.
Nice meeting you.
It was
Take
nice meeting
care.
you as well. My
Okay.
pleasure. Happy Easter.
Same to you. Be
Thank you.
safe out there with the virus.
Oh man, talk about it. So
As
speaking
they
of
come
that,
from the inside out. I mean, from the
yeah,
outside in, huh?
look, I go out when I have to, but my husband works for UPS, so he stays out there all the time, and I'm like, there's no point in both of us risking it.
I'm so sorry. We're so rude,
No,
huh?
fine.
Like I
No,
said,
you're
you get a
fine.
bowl because I have a sauce to go over the chicken. So you get a piece of chicken and then put the sauce over it, and then
Look, we're gonna get a whole cooking class out of you. What kind of sauce? What are you doing?
oh God, I know. One day I'll make my favorite sauce. It's
Ooh.
yeah, it's a chicken sauce. I usually put fish in it, but I made the chicken. I just cooked the chicken on high. I cooked the chicken on 450, so it's almost like it's fried chicken in there. But I
Oh
have
wow.
cream sauce to go over it, and you're supposed to put some rice with it. But I'm not doing all of that. My auntie, my mother was trying to, like my mother, they called me, FaceTime me, like, "Hey, what you cooking over there?" And then I was like, "Oh, I was just about to cook." And my aunt looks at my mom, and then she goes, "What?" I said, "What did she say?" She said, "She knew you wasn't cooking." I was like, y'all in the car talking about me.
Be your own people, man. Be your own
Be your
people.
own people.
So speaking of food, like what has been your comfort food or things that you're enjoying making the most while you're stuck home? Because now we're cooking all of our meals ourselves for the most part, 7 days a week.
You, I've been really doing sea moss and really,
Mm.
eating a lot of salads. I've been making my own shakes every day. So I drink my shakes twice a day, and I do my salad twice a day, and then I'll have some like a small meal. But really, I'm just really hopefully, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood season 7 is coming.
Oh yeah, when's that gonna drop?
Yeah, so I don't know when we're gonna start back filming because of the
Okay,
quarantine, but
okay.
I am looking forward to, not I don't feel big anyway, but when I'm on camera and I see myself, I'm like, well, holy moly.
Oh no, I saw you in the reunion. You were looking hot, woman. That
Ah,
outfit was
them legs,
everything.
listen,
I was like, oh, come on, auntie,
come through,
bring it.
legs, come through.
Look,
Get
oh,
up, girls, behave.
whoa, you were. Yeah, I was like, oh. I want to be like her when I grow up because I'm a Toys R Us kid for life. I'm like wearing a Trolls shirt.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
But I was that outfit was everything. What am I saying, Auntie? We're probably really close in age. I don't know why I said that, but
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
but because that's what everybody calls me. They call me
Okay, okay.
Auntie YoYo. That's why, and that's for me doing all the tours and working with the kids. And I tell them, you know nothing about me, so just call me Auntie YoYo.
Oh, sweet. See, because there was like some actresses, and Oprah was going around saying they didn't like to be called Auntie, and I'm like, I find it such a I get it because they were like,
Yeah,
if you don't know
it's an
me,
endearing word.
yeah,
Yeah,
but it's endearing, like it's showing to show respect as well. You know that I
exactly,
have respect for who you are and what you're saying, and I'm listening. Whether
exactly.
so, but I want to also ask, since you're kind of quarantined with a lot of people, if you had to choose 3 celebrities, I'm only saying celebrities just so we know who they are too, that you had to be quarantined with, who would it be? And it could be because you guys would make great music together, or
Oh my goodness.
like I'm putting you on the
Um,
spot a little bit.
I'd love to be quarantined with 50 Cent.
He's
Um,
hilarious. I love
50
watching his
Cent. I'd
videos.
love to be quarantined with Queen Latifah
Oh, that would be good.
and Cardi B.
I would love to see that happen. Oh my gosh, like you guys would do a whole new like Bonnie and Clyde or not really, I mean, your own version or even like Marmalade.
Cardi B would have me so stupid. I'm telling you, she'd have
Dude,
me so stupid. I'd be
she's
right there being
hilarious.
stupid with it, right?
But the problem is, okay, so this is one thing I was hitting on earlier about new music and what you guys were doing. Is like now when I play, because when my daughter was at school, that's when I would play Cardi B and a lot of my hip hop music. And now I can't really play it the way I want to if she's awake,
Yes.
because it's some of the words
Oh,
I'm like,
how old is your
oh,
baby?
she's 11.
Oh,
So
right.
she's,
But
oh, yeah.
you know
Because
what?
she loves Cardi B too, but she
Yeah,
only heard the radio version.
I know. You know the crazy part. Be careful. The crazy part is oh, it's gonna be so good when you scoop that on top. Oh,
Ugh,
Jesus. Can I
you're
taste a
making
piece?
me
Is
so
there
hungry.
steaks left? Oh,
Like, I'm trying to look to see too.
I need a little bit. Yeah, it's so good. Girl, and don't tell me I can't cook.
Mm,
I never said
well,
you.
I can't.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna wait for that class because I
Oh,
can't cook.
oh, but you know what? I used to tell my daughter. One thing I learned about music with
Mm,
kids is the more you explain to them the power of music instead of just telling them they can't listen to it. You
hmm.
know, even listening to a song, and or having a conversation about cursing. You know,
Yeah,
because I used to love to curse. I used to love the way that the word sounded.
same,
I used to
same.
love to curse. I used to oh
It's like an exclamation point to your meaning, or just it's an adjective that just colors exactly what you're trying to the point you're trying to get across. But it's more or less like the lifestyle that they're trying to promote with the drugs and the drinking and just shaking your
yeah.
booty.
Oh,
Like
it's
that's the part that I'm just kind of like, oh, maybe I shouldn't listen at this in front of you. But I do
yes,
try to explain to her that they're playing a character. It's not their real life. This is their way to make money. It's just a
yes,
party, a lifestyle that they're trying to share. Because when we were in California visiting, I loved the radio stations there because they don't play. I mean, they play the radio edit versions as
oh
opposed
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
she loved Kendrick Lamar,
Oh
"Humbled," like that
wow,
was her favorite song to listen to, and then of course "Get Money" by Cardi B, or not
right.
"Get
What
Money."
what city are you? Where are you?
I'm in North Carolina, so I'm in
Oh, my
Raleigh,
brother
North
lives
Carolina.
in Gastonia.
No way!
Yeah, yes way. I'm always there.
We're gonna have to connect when you're in town. I can have her connect. Okay, so I have to tell you, my first name's Yolanda, but I go by my middle name, so that's
What's your
why I always
What's your middle name?
Camille.
Oh wow, I'm Michelle.
Oh wow, that's my
Yolanda
cousin's
Camille and
name.
Yolanda Michelle.
I know. See, we were meant to meet again.
Yeah, we
Look,
can meet again.
you're no longer an auntie in my head. You're an auntie in real life now.
I
You're
know,
stuck with
right?
me. So, any
Um,
other plans of anything coming out? Because I know hip hop you said is not filming, but
well,
anything else that's coming out
well,
that we should be aware of?
tomorrow Dougie Fresh is having a party tomorrow on his Instagram live from 6 to 8. I don't know if that's Eastern time. I think it is. Six
Okay.
Eastern time. Yeah, we can take it up. 6 o'clock Eastern time.
Okay.
Um, yeah. Excuse me, you guys. 6 o'clock Eastern time, and it goes to 8 o'clock, and then the Clark sisters come on after that. So you got
Oh, that's right.
right.
April 11th.
You
That's
got to
tomorrow.
watch
They're
the
doing
Clark
a watch.
sisters
They're doing a
after.
watch thing with Camille. Her name's Camille, the director or something.
Yeah, you got to watch that afterwards. West Coast Wednesdays. If you know any artists that have talent, I am. Be careful.
Yeah, I
If you
I was
have
telling
any
my people about it.
artists that have talent, you can send them to my bio for West Coast Wednesdays. I found a beautiful young girl that I'm definitely going to work with. Her name is Brooklyn. I found her last Wednesday. Say hi to my daughter Tiffany. This is my daughter
Hi,
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Hi, how are you? Hi.
Hi, I'm Camille. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Oh,
meet you.
she's so pretty. See, you
Yes,
guys
she
were
is.
smart to get braids before the quarantine. I was like,
Right.
man, I should have got braids, but I didn't.
Look at my mother. My mother's like, look, they over here pitting me against each other. Okay, come on.
Look,
All
I
right.
won't hold you up much longer because I know you got to go. I just wanted to make sure we got all of the upcoming stuff
Yes.
so people would
So
know. So West Coast
Right,
Wednesdays.
West Coast Wednesdays. I will send you over the information for the Black College Expo
Oh
so that you
yeah.
can find out more information. What are you doing, Auntie? What are you looking for? Leave
Like
you
I
alone.
went to HBCU.
I'm sorry. Yes.
I said I went to HB. That's actually where they diagnosed me with dyslexia as well. So that's why I'm like, I somehow was able to talk my teachers into only grading me on content instead of on grammar.
Hey, you know I
Look.
have ADD, so please
Oh,
forgive
me
me.
too. Me too.
Okay, Miss Camille, go
Oh,
ahead.
I'm trying to tell you. Look. It must be a Yolanda thing. Wait, what's your sign?
I'm a Leo,
That's my mom's sign. When's your birthday?
August the 4th.
Okay, she's the 13th.
Oh, wow. You got
Wow.
Leos? When's your
What?
birthday?
January 11th. I'm a Capricorn.
Uh-oh, that's my mother, the goat.
Oh, when's
Capricorn.
hers?
Capricorn. She's Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, baby.
Oh, well, happy belated birthday to you. We're
Thank
going to have to
you.
celebrate it big time.
All right.
Look, Capricorn women and
Yes,
Leos. Look,
and the single is out
okay.
now on all streaming platforms. If your fans haven't watched the video is on YouTube. Yeah, and yeah, just follow the journey. Hopefully we'll be producing some new artists soon, and we'll have a new song out with some new artists.
And you
Yeah.
mentioned you have a team, so can you tell so we know what might kind of come soon with
Well,
collaborations or
no. We're just in the process. So we're just in the
okay.
process. So by the time this quarantine is all over, the way we move around, by the time it's all over,
Like my
someone
mom
said
stepped
something.
in. That's my mom. She's an artist. She painted herself with a mask on. So, but needless
Leo's
to say, she
rule,
came Leo's rule.
yay!
Oh, and that I forgot my cousin's also a Leo. She's also a Leo. Nicole Gatewood. I like
Hey, Nicole.
oh look, more Leos are stepping in.
Yes,
Man, all the
hey.
lions are coming on. The Lion Pride has made it. Oh,
Yes,
that's I was about to say the Lion King, but it's the Tiger King everybody's watching. Because even in your bio, you have on animal print as
animal.
well. Now it
Oh,
all
right,
makes sense.
yes. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
that was my favorite hat, girl. I'm gonna go find that hat. I thought they got rid of my hat and threw that hat away. I've had it for so long,
Look,
and one of
don't
my
let that be
favorite
a
hats.
purge.
Yeah.
Well, if it ends up in the purge, don't forget to send those links where you're going to be selling your
I
clothes.
know. I have to find it. I have to find where could I know. I was gonna go on. I forget the name of one of
Is
those
it
sites.
Offer Up or something like that? I don't even know because I
Yeah.
haven't used those yet. But now I know I will because I'm definitely going to try to find that one. Because being that I have to only dress from like here up nicely, shirts
Yes.
I'm looking for.
Right.
so,
Oh, right.
so,
Oh no, but I have some cute stuff. What size shoe are you?
oh, I'm a 10, a 9.5.
Oh, I have some. Ooh,
Yay, you were my size.
please, yes, I'm a 9, sometimes 10, sometimes 9.5. Yes, from
Perfect.
9 to 10. Some
Same.
great
I don't have
shoes.
an arch, so I sometimes buy tens just so I have more wiggle room in them.
Because you don't have an arch.
Well, I'm flat-footed.
Oh, Camille,
What?
Yolanda, Camille.
Yes, Yolanda
I'm
Michelle.
flat-footed too.
Shut up. Are you double jointed too? Because I'm starting to think we're twins.
Well, it's been fun. It's been fun.
So
I
much
know I gotta
fun.
run.
I'll
I
have
know
to
I
make
gotta
sure
run.
everybody follows you. And thank you so much for coming on my show with me today. I so appreciate you. You're
We
a queen of hip hop.
we should do
And
something. We should do something next week. Call me back.
you got it. I'm always watching your live.
Let's
So
play a game. We can do something where we ask some people questions. I love your energy.
count me in.
All right.
I'm an only child, so I didn't get to play a lot of board games. So I don't know because my parents were trying to play the quick game, like, we're done. I play Monopoly with my family now, and I'm like, why is this 4 hours? I've only played it for 30 minutes, maybe an hour. So definitely would love to play. Oh,
Yes.
again, thank you so much, Miss Yo-Yo. And
Thank you,
tell
Miss
your family
Camille.
thank you and happy Easter to everyone there. And I will
Yes.
see you guys
Thank
again
you.
soon on Instagram.
Happy Easter. Thank you so much for the time.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
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 Bye. Uh-oh.
Sorry. I'm like freaking out. Wasn't that so cool? She was so awesome. I'm trying not to cry because I get emotional sometimes when I'm really excited. And that interview went even better than expected. Because, sometimes you see these people or you meet them as a kid and you're like, there's no way with all that she's accomplished, all that she's done, that she's still the same woman she was when I met her. I'm not aging. Well, I already aged myself. I'm 44. So that was like 30 years ago. People change. Sometimes they're, more arrogant or rude. And she's just as sweet, if not sweeter. I'm so excited. And I have to tell you, I'm like so distracted now, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what we're gonna have next week because I'm having all these wonderful women leaders as well as men, people who've done amazing things in their career. First of all, I'm going to have my father on Monday, who is Dwight Williams. He's a unit production manager. He's a first assistant DA. He's worked on, let me see, where do I even start? Soldier Story. He's worked with Marlon Brando, Betty. I always want to say Bette Midler because she's one of my favorites, but Betty Davis. He's worked with Sidney Poitier, Nzanga Stewart, the late John Singleton. He's worked with everyone. Of course, he's worked with my mom because she was a stunt woman for a lot of his films as well. But New Jack City, like he's worked on everything. Girls Trip. Let me stop talking because he's worked on everything. There's nothing he hasn't worked on. But he will be on. I'm doing a special edition on Mondays. I'm going to try to have people who've had an impact on my life, or maybe it's a company that's had an impact on my life. Because for 420, I thought it'd be fun to have a CBD company come on. So they'll be on the 20th. But next week, I'm going to have my dad on Monday. I'm having Amber Backlund. I'm having her back on, Amber Balkan. She was on Racing Wives, but she's a race car driver, and there's not many women race car drivers. So I definitely want to make sure I have her on and give her that opportunity to talk about women in racing. So she will be on Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm having Demetrius as well as his sister Prissy P, who is a body positivity model as well as an influencer. She has like over 150 subscribers on her YouTube channel. I cannot wait to talk to her. She's local to North Carolina. She's done a lot. I can't wait to talk to her and to hear her story. And they actually have a non for profit to help people who've had kidney transplants, and just to learn more about getting involved and making sure people of color go and get tested to be a possible donor, because it's hard to find a donor if there's not anyone that's willing to be a donor. So they're going to talk about that. And then my good girlfriend in my head, because I've been following her journey ever since I heard about her incident with CES, is Laura DiCarlo. She will be on Friday. I kind of feel like this is special for the women because she makes sex toys for women and by women. And she's just started a new sex toy that's getting ready to come out. So for those of you who are self quarantine or doing the whole how do I put it? Social distancing or physical distancing, because you're still being social. You're just physically distancing, or maybe you're single and ready to mingle, but there's options. So she's going to be on Thursday. And then Friday, my good friend he was the bass player for Sugar Hill Gang, and he is a local legend and bass player, Chip Sharon. He's going to be on Friday. He's a good friend of mine, also in LA. So yeah, I just can't wait. I am so excited. You guys are going to have a wonderful, wonderful week next week. And then the following week, in honor of High Point Furniture Market, I'm having a bunch of design stars like Donna Moss will be here from HGTV, Jennifer Farrell, also from HGTV, and Trish Badeau, as well as Danny Russo, which is from HDTV, or well, Home Design Television, which I'm sure everybody has the app now because we're stuck in our homes and thinking of all these wonderful new things we can do to our house. Well, they're going to tell you what you can do yourself and what you should leave to a professional. So, and also like maybe give us some tips on how we can look good in our conferences and meetings, and our background shows our professionalism as well as that not being distracting. You know what I mean? They're going to help with that because I kind of feel like, wait, that frame right there, maybe I need to move it up some, but it's another painting by my mother. Oh, yeah, of me. So, yeah, there's no way for both of us being. Whoopsie daisies. When I was lifting my screen to show you the painting, I accidentally unplugged it. So that's what happened. Anyway, it is over an hour, so it's definitely time for me to go. And I hope you heard all of the wonderful things that are coming up. And yeah, I can't believe I did that. So I will see you guys on Monday, 6 o'clock. So it's no longer just Tuesday through Friday. It's now Monday through Friday. Yay! Adding another day. My daughter just did a happy dance. You want to come on in for a minute? Since YoYo showed her family. Here's mine. She's the reason why I do this. She's my darling. Oh, all right. Let me get out of here before we knock over and break more stuff. Again, thank you for tuning in. I'm Camille with the E Spot, and I'll be back Monday. Have a great weekend. Catch me on Instagram. I'll be going live all the time. Oh, yeah. I had to turn on all these lights to try to figure out what was going on. I was like, why am I so bright now? Anyway, see you guys on Instagram. I'll be over there doing lives, and actually, I'll have to cook